Hello.
Welcome back to Neil and Jan's Reselling. We've just been to, it was Faygate, wasn't it?
Faygate, yeah.
It's the 12th of June, and I just had a really good boot sale.
He's very happy.
I'm very happy. I got some good stuff. But before we get into that, I would just like to say a big thank you to everybody at the Faygate car boot sale who helps to run it, all the marshals, the people who organise it, parking attendants, anybody involved with Faygate car boot sale. You do a great job. Without you, we have no car boot sale. And in fact, I'd like to extend that to anybody in the country who helps with car boot sales, who organises them, who marshals them. Without you, we don't have car boot sales, and car boot sales are great fun. Really love them, so thank you.
Particularly Faygate, because it's not the biggest field, and it's getting busier and busier week on week, and you know, you've got a mass of sellers and a mass of buyers, which is what comes together to make a good boot sale. And they're, you know, shuffling cars and
and they're also allowing people like me,
all with good humour. They're not getting grumpy or anything, are they? Doing really well, and then marshalling people in one area and out of the other area because of COVID regs and things. They're doing a really,
and
really
also
good
you've
job.
got people like me who are coming in and out because they've bought too much, they can't carry it anymore. You've got to go back to the car and come back in, and remembering who's paid and who hasn't and stuff like that. You guys do a great job, so thank you very much for all your hard work.
Yeah, we just wanted to show our appreciation.
So that's brilliant. Anyway,
while we're on the subject of saying thank you,
okay, thank you.
I'd like to say thank you to Suzanne, my new box buddy.
Box buddy? What's a box buddy, Jan?
Box buddy is a lady on Marketplace was saying, does anybody want these boxes? And she is now supplying me regularly with really good, very strong boxes, which are brilliant for not only postage but for also storage. So just wanted to say thank you to Suzanne.
Yeah.
I was very hesitant to spend any money today because I've got to pay a huge amount of money out tomorrow for a reason that you will become aware of in the future.
Yes.
But so I needed all my cash saved in the bank at the moment, but I thought, well, if anything really sticks out, then I'll get it. And the only thing that for me did stick out was I found a brand new, still in its wrapping, 3D puzzle of St Paul's Cathedral, which I picked up for £5. And I thought, well, that's got to be worth something, hasn't it? Somebody's going to want to buy that.
Yeah.
So came home, excitedly looked on eBay and looked up the sold, £1.20. Okay, now, you win some, you lose some.
No, but that £1.20, was that on an auction or buy it now? Because auctions always go way cheaper. People forget to put it on. So you might find on the buy it now.
I just saw £1.20, had the heart sink moment, and then I thought, hang on a minute, let me look on Amazon and see if anybody's selling them on Amazon. And actually on Amazon, that particular puzzle is going anything from 46 up to well over £100. So
you've got, I
think,
a
nearer
good chance.
To Christmas, that's going to turn into a good flip.
Yeah. No, that would be. Excuse me, I'm just going to drink a quick slurp of coffee.
Bless you, Bear. He just had a big sneeze. He's got hay fever.
Hay fever.
But that was my one and only today.
Right. Well, if you just like seeing Jan's stuff, then turn off now, because I bought a load of stuff, a whole load of stuff.
If you get bored with him,
if you get bored, just pull. Yeah, it's the same stuff. But anyway, quick one. If you do like this kind of stuff and going through what we've got at the car boot sales and the car boot sale stuff, do consider subscribing to the channel, and consider dropping a comment and letting us know whereabouts you're from. Anyway, so let me...
And while Neil's doing that, just another mention about Faygate boot sales, and if you want to go there. If you want to go there as a seller, then get there early. Because the sellers, once the sellers filled up, then they now start to put the
car
stalls
park
out in the car park, which is not quite as good for a seller, but you know, it's all they can do, and they're doing their utmost to make sure that everybody.
They are putting the if you are having to move out into the car park, they are putting you at the entrance, so everybody has to walk past you.
Yeah.
So.
But I just wanted to say, if you want to go there to sell, then get there early, and if you want to go there to buy, they're not going to let you in until 8 o'clock, or all the stalls are set up. So you could spend half hour, even 3/4 of an hour queuing up to get in. So I just wanted to mention that for better for other people.
So I'm not going through in the order that I pick things up in. It's just what they're coming out in the bag. I've tried to organise it a bit. One of the things I picked up is a book on
Black's Medical Dictionary.
Black's Medical Dictionary,
which I looked at on the way round and was very interested in, but I didn't ask how much it was.
41st edition. That's quite interesting. 41st edition.
I won't have COVID in it then.
I picked that up for £2. I've got a feeling, I reckon that should sell for. It's slightly rough. It's not quite as brilliant condition as I would like.
Just looking on the back to see.
I'm hoping it will still sell for about £9.99. There's no actual price on that one.
No.
But I'll have to look that up. I'm hoping that I can get £9.99 out of that. So that was the first thing. Picked up a torch for £1. I've put some batteries in. You can see it actually works. But it's got a really interesting thing that as you pull it out, it changes between being a wider, so you get like it's wider there, and then it concentrates it more there. So that's for £1. It feels nice and sturdy. I've got to be able to sell that for
£2 each.
At least £2, yeah. Well, no, I'm thinking.
If not £1.75, I'm sure.
I don't know. I'm thinking at least £5 to £7 out of £1 plus postage. I'm guessing. But
well, I don't know, because you can get similar to that brand new for around that sort of price.
Can you?
So you can.
We'll see.
I picked that up as well on the way round. You bought all the things that I walked past.
Well, you walked
actually
past
picked
them.
it up and looked at it. But like I say, I'm saving my cash.
Okay, so a Game of Thrones mug.
Didn't do me much good. Halfway round, he came up to me. I've run out of money. So have you bought all the things that I didn't buy out of my money?
Probably. Well, I've literally just saw. I picked one of the. I had one of these recently, and I've sold a travel mug, a Game of Thrones travel mug this week. I think for about £6.50. I've just picked this up for £3. So I reckon I should be able to double my money on that.
Yeah, the thing with that one that I didn't like is that the way it's in the box, you can't actually see. You can't
actually see it. It's probably been opened up and put the wrong way round. I've got to fit. Let's have a little look. See, I hadn't even opened it before. I don't even know how nice this is.
Oh, it's lovely.
Actually, it's really nice.
Oh, it's nicer than I thought it would be.
And
I thought it was just going to be a standard mug, but it's more like a tankardy shape.
Yeah.
But made out of
and then what should have happened
joinery things, yeah,
is it should go back in.
It should have been in the box like that.
A bit more like that. But that's nice. I like that. Hell, if it doesn't sell, I'll have it. But we went there to buy things to resell. So then I picked up a Sony a DVD. It's not a Blu-ray. It's a DVD, but.
Did you sellotape
I sellotaped it on when I got home, so I'm now sellotaping the. I'll obviously clean it up and then bubble wrap it all and clean it up before I try and list it. But that with the remote, I think that was £3. So that's pretty good. Should be able to sell that for about 15 to 20. So that'd be good. I then also picked up a now.
Is that a Robert?
No, this is a Sony. So
this is
a Sony radio. Now something I'm checking. I picked up some previously, and the aerials were broken.
Or sometimes just that bit on the end's missing. Yeah, that's nice. It's in nice condition.
So that was nice. I think that might have been £1, maybe £2. Yeah. Have a check on the other film of me actually going round. It'll have most of the stuff on as I pick it up. So yes, that was quite nice. And then we have a Roberts, a little Roberts radio, and this is a DA.
It's more like an alarm clock, is it, or is it just a pure radio?
Well, it's got the
Speaker.
yeah. But it's the new DAB radio. Again, I checked the aerial, so that was good.
Does it come with a power supply?
Yeah, the power supply in my hand there, and it was £3.
Nice.
So that
I've
was.
noticed more and more people are actually putting prices on their things on stalls now.
Yeah, which is good.
Well, in some ways it's nice. You've got an idea of where the haggling is going to start. Don't
Yeah.
you?
Although some of them I don't know, there's a label on it. It says £3. That's what it is.
Maybe they just bought it for £3 themselves.
But with some things, it's like, well, that's okay. You know, there are some things that I can make money on that. Actually, I want to put them somewhere separately so that they don't break.
He's going to want some of my boxes.
I'm going to want some of your boxes. Okay, so that was the first area.
But he's got a box of his own.
Then we move on to games consoles. Now I don't know if I know this is a wider screen than we can see as it's filmed.
Oh, will that show on screen?
It
then?
might, part of that might show on screen, it might not, I don't know.
Because I just said you've got a box of your own and now they can't see the box.
Well, I wasn't going to spoil it. Alright, let's just bring it all in. Bring it all into focus if you can see it. So, loads of game consoles. I've got 2 Wii's. I picked one of them up for £4. There is a PlayStation 1.
Which we didn't have in our collection.
We didn't have in our collection. There is
So we've now got the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tony's got a 4 upstairs, I've got the 4 Pro. There is a difference actually on how... so we've got the PlayStation 2.
And I've got
It's another PlayStation 2. This one has a memory card in it. There's some PlayStation controllers. These are for the 1 and 2. So there's 3 of those. And I also have...
Do you remember when we started and we didn't know what we were going to specialise in?
Yeah.
I think you might have found yours.
Well, yeah, maybe.
As long as there's a supply and demand.
Some of them. I'm not going to get it out. There's a PlayStation 3 in here. The curved top one, the big old one. But it's only got the 2 USB ports. So it's not backwards compatible. But I also picked up 2 Xbox controllers because I've picked up a couple of Xboxes that didn't have controllers with before, so I'm on the lookout for things like that. So one of these Wii's came with the power supply. One of them was literally just as it was, but the one that as it was, I picked it up for £4. There was a bundle. There was the PlayStation 3 was sat right next to a PlayStation 2, and she said about £10 each. I said, would you take 15 for the both? Which she did. That was brilliant. Then there was this box, and there was in this actual box was the PlayStation 1, a PlayStation 2, and a Wii, and a camera. And I asked about how much they were after, roughly about £10 each. And there was a camera in there as well. I think I paid 25 for the. I said how much to for everything in the box, and we came to 25. I think it was. Or was it 30? It was 25
no,
or
you
30.
said 25 earlier, so.
It's 25 or 30. But either way, for 3 consoles and a camera, I think that's pretty good. So that's the game. Well, that's part of the
Careful,
gaming.
you've got a drink there.
Along with those consoles, the PlayStation 1 had Mickey's A Wild Adventure. There was Prince Nazim boxing, and
Wants to be a millionaire.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So that was for the PlayStation 1. With the PlayStation 2s, there was a Formula 1 2003. There's a SmackDown versus Raw.
SmackDown.
Or SmackDown. I guess it's two. It's a wrestling one. There's a SingStar R&B. We have athletics.
Athens 2004.
Oh, Athens, so it's
like
Olympics. Olympian thing. So yeah, that could be quite fun.
Salt Lake 2002.
Yeah. So that's the PlayStation 2 games. Now, there was a couple of places where they had some Wii games by themselves, and they were less than £1 each, I think. So I've accumulated a nice little bundle of Wii games. We've got the Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I think it is. I've not seen this one. Pet Sport Dog Playground. Not seen that one yet before. It actually looks like it could be quite fun. So obviously I'm going to have to test each game to know that they're working.
Of course.
At the moment, because we're picking up the Wii boards quite a lot, so I'm trying to pick up the Wii Fit and the Wii Fit Plus.
Yeah, because sometimes the boards come just the board without anything to go with it.
So it's good to have a pick those up. Oh, Sims, My Sims. So there's a My Sims for the Wii. That could be quite good. There's another active personal trainer one. Although the other one that I had with this actually came with the pouch that goes on the leg. But you never know what comes along. You might find some. Oh, that's very holographic. Okay, Just Dance 2.
It's like when you put the wrong glasses on, isn't it?
It's got a holographic. I don't know if you'll get that on the camera. There's a holographic picture.
But just looking at it, it's like when you put somebody else's glasses on, you think, ooh.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, that's quite cool. I like it as a case. Oh, is that a? Yes, that's a thing. A thing. I'll put it just as a thing.
Officially
That's
termed as a
a
thing.
thing. That's a thing. So we've got a Wii Fit.
Another one.
Another one, so they're good. And then we've got a FIFA 09, FIFA 010. We've got another one of the Just Dance.
Is that another holographic thing?
It's not
No,
got that's one without. So the
2D,
holographic's got to be worth more. FIFA 10. Another football. So that's the games I picked up. So there's quite a lot of games. There's got to be a bit of profit in that. Saying that this morning, what was I doing? Yeah, this morning I picked up, or not picked up. I had is it salsa dancing?
Salsa.
There's
yeah.
a salsa, and it has a pouch thing that goes on to hold the wee thing, and I think that sold for about £12 this morning. So that was really good.
Sorry.
Cheers, Tom. So that was all. That was all
Smells
good.
nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to have a break and
No,
come back?
no,
to
we'll
it?
finish and then.
Okay, then we're done.
Molten cheese is never very good for you, is it?
So that just leaves me my last area of items that I've picked up. Cameras. Got some.
Oh, by
no.
the way, I did see some Hunter Wellies on the way round. I
Did
didn't
you?
ask how much they were, or because, like I say, I'm trying to save all my cash
Yes.
at the moment. But yeah, almost always see Hunter Wellies at these things.
Oh, cool. Well, picked up some binoculars. So yeah, before we move on to the cameras, let's quickly go through the binoculars. So I picked up a couple of pairs of binoculars. I'm not sure on the brand on that one. I always like the orangey look. I don't know if it does any good, but they looked alright.
Like some sort of coating for some reason.
Some kind of coating.
Perhaps it might be an idea for you to do some product research.
Maybe I should do some product research on the orange coating. I do like the orange coating. It looks rather cool.
Because then you can mention it in the listing
I
and
could.
use it as a sales point, can't
I
you?
could.
But no, there's no. Oh, hang on, what's that? No, it's just 8x21.
8x21s.
Doesn't give you any sort of brand name.
Now, I normally buy this kind of binoculars.
Yeah, the smaller
don't,
ones.
Don't normally see these. So that's quite a nice pair of binoculars. Now, I actually paid. I think I paid about £8 for these ones. But they're Prisma.
Prisma.
I've not heard of Prisma, but I'll have to do some research on Prisma. But these ones have the lens caps on them. But also this is a zoom. You have
Yeah, they're 8x20s or zoom up to 8x50.
yeah. So
they're more the sort that you'd use for bird watching.
for bird watching, yeah.
Because you've got different types of binoculars for different types of uses.
Right.
And I would think, you know, when you're focusing on something that you might want to zoom in on.
There's a little bit of because of rubber. There's a little bit of sticky. That's just going to need a little clean off with the.
But luckily, we've discovered that the Goo Gone
so
is excellent for
you've got
getting your sticky
to
rubber
watch out for the
sorted
Goo
out.
Gone that you don't take any writing off or anything like that. You've got to be careful with it because it
What,
takes
like
stuff
the pink
off,
stuff
like the
that
pink
I
stuff.
took the paint off the fridge with.
Yes.
Not paint that shouldn't be on the fridge, the white paint that should be on the door.
Yes.
Gone
Taking it back to raw
to
metal.
metal.
So yeah, I've got to be careful on that. But I think a really nice pair of binoculars. So I think I
In a
paid.
nice
It's either
case.
6 or 8. I think it was probably £8 for that, but it's in a nice case. Do you know what we haven't done? I haven't put the lighting on. We were going to do the lighting.
No, you sat in the dark.
It's
again.
fine. We're probably sat in the dark compared to what it should be. I forgot to
So
get
shall I
lighting.
turn this way so you can see me?
I think we're boot sailing tomorrow. I'll try and
So
remember.
if you remind us.
yeah. Someone give us a ring. The number is.
Come up to us at the boot zone and say, don't forget your lighting.
Don't forget your lighting on the show and tell. Okay, all right. Now this next camera, I've never seen anything like it.
I have.
Jan has. This is now. I saw this and I didn't exactly know what it was. All I saw.
Oh, I'll get it anyway.
It's Canon. If it's Canon,
That's good enough.
And by the way, it looks quite big. It's chunky. But if it's Canon and it's £3, I'm going to buy it. And this is literally what this costs. It costs £3. Now you can see that there's actually the battery is in there. It is on. I thought this was a video camera. It looks very video camera-ish. In fact, that looks like a light to me on there.
That's probably your flash.
Probably the flash. So I thought that this was a video camera. It's actually a stills camera.
Yeah, 35mm, isn't it?
So, yeah. And it's, what's the name of it? What's that?
Epoca.
Epoca. And apparently, if you... Which one is it? There's one of these here. Here we go. Okay, so on this bit, you can actually flap this open. And in here, there is the battery. And,
film and battery
and where the film goes in. You can actually access the battery only section in here. There's a little flap there. You can just do the battery
so you can
only.
Change the batteries without exposing your film to light.
Yeah. But it's very much a zoom camera. You've got a wide angle or telephoto kind of thing. You've got an adjustment bit there.
As I say, I'm pretty sure that Olympus did a very similar design. I think it was all about sort of the ergonomics of use at the time, because you're kind of holding it like that.
I had a little look. I had a little look, and they were
because that's your lens cover as well.
Yeah. So they're still selling for 30 to 40 quid on eBay.
And you've got a rocking zoom on the top there.
So I'll do some clean up and test it a little bit.
But as you say, it's Canon. You can't go wrong with Canon.
That's
yeah. Neil and I have always bought Canon cameras for our SLRs, haven't we?
Yes. So we like Canon. It's kind of
it's a brand that we trust.
It's a good brand. Let's have a look. Okay. So I then bought some. These are much older cameras. So we've got a Minolta here. It comes in
again another good brand.
It comes with a nice leather case. Because it's all built into the case, I'm going to have to clean it and have a good look at it. I'm going to have to open it up outside of the. But I think that was.
I don't know that it's built into the case. I think it's designed that you can use it without taking it out of the case.
Yes, yeah. So, but it was either £1 or £2 I paid for that. I don't know if this is going to be some research. I'm hoping there's still some money to be made in an older camera like that.
Yeah, because that again is the compact cameras, 35mm cameras that we've been picking up.
Yeah,
that's kind of the generation before them.
Yeah.
That's the
so
non-automatic ones.
There may be no money in these whatsoever. But it's a case of I don't know. I've got to. Sometimes in reselling, you've got to pick up stuff that you're not quite so sure on, and when it's only taking £1 or £2 gamble, it's not.
You learn about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that big a gamble on that much money. And again, so we have a second one from the same person. What's
Yashica?
Yashica.
It's not a brand I'm familiar with.
I don't know of Yashica.
But the same type of thing.
So, yeah. And this one says it's fully automatic. So,
I think it's probably as automatic as it was in those days.
Yes. So we'll just have to see how it cleans up. Again, it was the same price. I can't remember if it was £1 or £2, but it wasn't anything more than that.
And that's 35mm again.
Yeah. So then moving on to some of the smaller ones, just some of the I picked up another Canon. That was a Canon Megas. That's Canon, isn't it?
Is it? Hang on. Can't see. You've got your thumb
I'm
over
pretty
it.
sure that was Canon. Here, have a look.
I think it says on there.
Canon, in red.
Canon Mate, autofocus mega zoom. Yeah. Made in Japan. Red eye reduction. 35mm again. Did you open the battery
No, I didn't.
compartment?
Some of these are just picking.
I think no, it's actually surprisingly okay. It was just a bit stiff.
And it's standard battery.
And yeah, it's just got, because it's got a little bit of crud there.
Yeah.
It's not battery crud, so.
Again,
but it does look like it's got a film in it at the moment.
I think they're about £1 or so. So that was so that's not bad. Then moving on to this one's got a cable with it. What brand is that? Have we got a brand name?
Sanyo.
It's a Sanyo.
Not the best brand in the world, but not the worst either. So.
Yeah. Trying to see what the megapixel is. But yeah, a nice little Sanyo.
Digital.
Nice big screen, digital. It's got a charging cable and data cable for moving over to the computer. So
I'm really surprised that people are still buying the digital ones when all our cameras seem to have much better
phones.
All our phones have much better cameras on them.
But not everyone has those cameras.
That's true, yeah.
Has those phones. Sorry.
And I suppose, especially nowadays, with all this tracking everywhere you go with your phone, some people don't want to take the phone with them, do they?
So moving on to the next one of these is a Fujifilm FinePix. This is 8.2 megapixels. So yeah, 8.2 megapixels is not bad at all.
This one is a 6 megapixel.
Okay.
That's
well,
6.
I'm kind of I mean, I know I've picked up some that are under 5, but I think at the moment, if they're over 5 megapixel, then probably not too bad. I know megapixels are going a lot higher than that, but I think for cameras, I'd like to try and stay above. But yeah, that's not bad. A little FinePix.
A little zoom one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a Fujifilm.
Then picked up a little Samsung in a nice little Samsung case. Let's have a look what this Samsung is. Yeah, it's got a nice little Samsung there.
Or I suppose otherwise it could be if you're just giving them to your kids to.
Well, yeah, it could be
learn a
ones
little bit
just
of
for kids to
photography
play around with.
Without giving them a,
But
£400 phone to do it with or something.
yeah, because I mean, you think about an iPhone and what I mean, iPhones are £1,000 or so. You give them a cheapish camera to go and play with. Much better. So anyway, so that's a nice little Samsung. Not sure how many megapixels. Don't know where I put my glasses down, so I can't see anything quite so detailed. But
Do you want me to have a look?
have a look at that. See if you can see how many megapixels that one was. Then have another Fujifilm. So this is quite a nice one actually. This is a Fujifilm.
That's 12 megapixels.
Is that 12?
12.
So that's nice.
We've had SLR cameras that are not.
Well,
as good
our
as that.
original Canon SLRs were only 6, or about 6
I think
or
that was 6 or 8.
6 or 8.
And they were
Expensive.
a lot of
Hundreds.
money, weren't they? Yeah.
So this is a Fujifilm FinePix 5.2 megapixel. It's quite a nice little small compact kind of camera. It looks quite clean, this one actually. So that's
Well,
quite
this
nice.
one should be because it's in its own little case.
So
But
look at that one. I got loads of
yeah,
cameras,
it's been
as you can tell.
5.2. Did you say 5.2?
Yes, it's on the front, I think. So the next one is this. This is a little Kodak camera. And this one actually, I think this is film. This is that advanced film one.
Well, it's more advanced cartridge, isn't it? Where you just drop the cartridge, the 35mm cartridge in, and then the camera automatically threads it through. And
yeah, but this has got the panoramic, so you can have the 3 different type. You can have the 3 different types of picture. So you select what it is as you're taking. So you can have some of small square pictures, some of the panoramic, whatever. So yeah, it's the advanced text or something. But anyway, it's another nice little camera. Sorry if I'm boring you with the cameras, because there's quite a few of them. Next,
this is all from this morning's book
this is
set.
just this one. So this is Hitachi.
And so, did you get all these from traders, house clearance people?
not all of them, but some of them. There was one where the guy had 4 cameras, and it was like £1 each, and it's like, yeah, I'll take them for £1 each. So I don't normally see Hitachi ones, but yeah, it's a reasonable little camera. I am moving to the better cameras now. There are there's 2 better cameras at the end. Now this is
I like that one.
It's quite nice. So this is a Kodak. This is a 12 megapixel. Nice little 12 megapixel.
Reminds me of the little red Canon I liked.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's quite nice. You've then got a what's this one?
Practica. Oh no,
no.
It's not a Practica. Technica.
Technica, and it's a 12 megapixel.
It's almost like a holographic label on it, and I was trying to read it, and he was.
I was moving it. Yeah, so that's Technica. It's 12 megapixel, so that's nice. Again, this was only a few quid. So that's pretty good. Now, moving on to the camera. This one is
our favourite brand again.
This is the camera that was in with the in with the games consoles, and I bought the whole box for. So yeah, it was this one, and
still in a box. That's
still in a box. It's a 7.1 megapixel, and when you open it up, it's
got all its paperwork.
You got all the paperwork. In fact, the cable is still in the bag. Might have been wrapped up or whatever, I don't know. But so then we have this nice little Canon. So what can you tell us about that one?
It's a PowerShot A560, 4x zoom. 7.1 megapixel. It's just trying to get into the battery compartment to see. Oh, it's card and battery, isn't it? Carry on talking while I'm playing with this.
Jan's just having a little play, and Reckless is just having a rummage through her bag down there.
Through whose bag?
My
It's
bag.
a AA size
Double
battery.
A battery, so that's easy to test, and you don't have to worry about special chargers and special batteries. So that's all
your
good.
Card slot in there.
I mean, I know that the ones with the lithium batteries and whatever tend to be slightly higher quality and stuff.
Well,
but did people just
they
move
were
on to...
back when you were buying the compact automatic cameras,
right?
But now you're going over to.
Yeah.
I suppose yes, they would be slight, but there must be a reason why they're putting in.
Yeah.
You know, someone like Canon is doing a version with
those
AA size batteries.
Maybe it's just because you know, I mean, it's just easy and great for holiday makers just to slide some more batteries in. I don't know, but anyway, it's a nice camera.
It's a nice little,
it doesn't have its own individual price because it was bought as part of a box. But I've got a feeling that's quite a good price. As I say, and it's got the literature, it's got the cables. So really happy with that. And that's going to lead me to the last item that I bought. It wasn't the last item that I bought, but it's the last one I'm going to show you. I paid £10 for a camera.
An old camera.
Considering that there's these,
got all these for £10.
Well, I got all these for, you know, £1, couple of pounds. You know, and then there was this Canon that I bought for. I'm building this up, by the way. If you haven't realised, I'm building it up to. So I paid £3 for that one.
So how many Canons have you got down in this bit? You got those two. Got quite a few Canons there, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a couple. Anyway, here it comes. Here is my camera that I bought for £10. So this is it's the Canon PowerShot S5 IS. It's an 8 megapixel camera. But I think that's quite nice. You know, I see that on a table. I said 10 quid. I didn't haggle, and it was a case of, yeah, I'll. I don't think I haggled. Don't think I said £8.
I was down another aisle. So.
I'll check the film. I think I paid £10 for it. I don't think I haggled him down to 8. I think it was a case of.
You came up to me fairly early on.
Yeah.
When I just bought the jigsaw, and you pulled that out of your bag and said you just paid £10.
All right. So it was £10.
Yeah,
but
it's a changeable lens on that.
No, I don't think it is. I think that's a fixed lens. Is it fixed?
Down there?
Oh, is that changeable? Let's have a look.
To me, that looks like an early version of the vlogging cameras. You think of my vlogging cameras. That to me looks like an older version.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that is a removable lens.
I've got the I can't even remember what I've got. What are my vlogging cameras now? GX7i or something, isn't it? And then I've got the M5 or something. Oh, I can't even remember.
You've got the is it M50 you've got?
Yeah, something like that.
M50. But anyway, I like it. I think and it
records sound as well as as film. So that's what makes me think that it's.
I think these are reselling on eBay at the moment anywhere between 35 to 55, and I paid 10. So I've got a feeling that I'm going to make a profit on that one.
And it's got a really.
It feels
really
substantial.
Good
it feels like a
nice feel to it. It's a nice weight to it. It feels like you've got a proper camera in your hand.
Yeah, and that's going to be the rotational screen. Yeah, so it's the rotational screen to then flip it. Does that flip all the way around? No,
I don't think it does. I think it's a bit.
No, it does. There we go. So it flips all the way around. Yeah, so nice.
I like this little camera.
That's a nice little camera.
It's got a very good feel to it. But you don't want to leave it with the screen like that. It's unprotected.
No. Yeah. So yeah, for a nice little Canon camera, I'm well impressed with that. So I personally had a brilliant car boot sale day. I think that I mean it all depends what people are after when you're going out. But when I'm just looking at things and thinking, can I buy that and turn it around and flip it on eBay for a profit? I think I've got quite a few bits here that will sell for a profit. And
how much did you spend altogether?
So I originally went out with £100. We did it yesterday. That I had
all pound coins.
I had things. So there was £50 in £5 notes, and there was then I think there was £40 in pound coins and £10 in 50p pieces, which is really good, because obviously if you go into a boot sale, the last thing you want to be doing is trying to, if you do any haggling or whatever, or even if you're trying to pick some of these up for £1, trying to give them a £20 note isn't going to be helpful. So we had a whole load of change.
It just makes life easier for everybody, doesn't it? When you've got plenty of bags with you, and when you've got lots of change and smaller notes. I was
only literally just over halfway round, and I had to go and find Jan and say that that I'd run out of money already. And
is that the only reason you came to find me? You weren't checking up how I was.
I was coming to check how you were. Of course I was. I'm always trying to make sure you're alright.
Was I?
Yeah. And I borrowed another £50 off of Jan. but then I only used £20 of that. Really good that I had that, because there was more cameras, and one of the Wii's that I bought having that extra money. But I came back with £30 worth of fivers. So it was £120. All of this stuff that I've bought today, £120. So I'm really happy with that. I've got a feeling that there's, I don't know, it's got to be hundreds of pounds worth of stuff once it's sold on eBay. I would hope. So, in fact,
well, hopefully enough money to come back in to reinvest in more stuff.
Yeah, I'm hoping, looking at the amount of consoles and that, I'm hoping I should get a couple of £100 just on the consoles alone, without even touching the cameras. So, but we'll have to see. So, yeah. Anyway, all good. So, thanks for watching. If you've got to the end of the film,
well done.
and well done. Thank you very much. You are 47 minutes in. Well done. Thanks. And a lot of people are, the average view rate is actually over 20 minutes view rate. So that's brilliant. Thanks, guys. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed,
we did
consider
have a
subscribing.
comment. I don't know if it was last week or the week before.
Yeah.
Somebody was concerned that we were buying so many of these consoles, and would we be able to sell them? But you are selling them, aren't you?
I am selling. They are moving. I haven't been doing a film on what's actually been selling, but they are selling. I am doing research.
And the binoculars are selling, and your cameras are going as well, aren't they?
Binoculars and cameras are selling well. Binoculars are selling really well. But cameras are going well, and you might have seen recently that I've been picking up the DVD players and Blu-ray players. I've been selling those this week as well. They've been going. So that's good. And
the other thing that I was going to mention is that I sold a tent during the week, which was, well, obviously a tent, 22 kilograms. It was quite a big parcel that I was going to have to shift.
Heavy.
And I was getting so frustrated because going through all the different courier companies and things, some would take the box size but not the weight. Others would take the weight but not the box size. And I just couldn't seem to make any headway on it, and everything, you know, then it was coming out at £40 odd to post it, and I'd only put down, because I didn't know how much it was going to cost, because when you're trying to work out the postage they need to know where it's going to, and I didn't know that until I'd sold it. I was getting so stressed with it, so I'd only put £15 postage on it. So, you know, then a £40 cost would have
blown a lot of profit.
Well, it wasn't any profit, it was our tent. I bought it a while back. But then I was having a moan to a friend of mine by text, and he sent me a link to, I think it's Parcels to Go, is it? I can't remember now. But it's a what do you call it, an app or a company,
it's a bit
or
like
whatever.
Carphone, not Carphone, what's the Go Compare and all that kind of thing.
Like that.
It accumulates all of the results.
It's got everybody's details in it, plus all their availability to carry your item at any given time. So it just comes up with all the different options that you can have, and it came down to about £7 in the end, didn't it?
£7, yeah.
It actually took it up to 20 because I ticked the insurance on it, and there was something else, that there was another option they were offering me that I didn't know what it was. I couldn't see what it was, so I clicked it thinking, well, that'll give me some information. It just automatically
like an extra 75p or something.
But it wasn't a lot more. But the whole parcel ended up costing £20, so I've taken a hit of £5 on that. But so parcelstogo.com, I think it is. So if you've got a big parcel that's too big for the, and with that one, it ended up going by Parcel Force, so it was only a case of dropping it down the road at our local post office. And
here's something that I don't quite get, is when you're paying for a parcel to be delivered, they're then asking you, do you want insurance in case they lose it?
Yeah, it's a very good point you made.
you know, surely it's their job. If they have a parcel, they should be looking after it. Why are we having to pay for in case they damage it or they lose it? Surely they should be taking out the insurance for it.
They should pay us compensation if they destroy our.
Yeah.
But no, nowadays it's all a case of, you know, when I was doing it and it said, what is the value of your parcel? And I said £200 because I thought I don't want to get stuck, you know, if they lose it or destroy it, having to refund him and not have a tent or anything. So I put, and so it's like, oh, then they play on your emotions. Do you want to insure it? You know, do you really want to risk losing your £200 or risk your £200 parcel being damaged? And it's like, it is emotional blackmail. Well, it is, but it's just really weird. So why do we need that? If you were a great company, we just wouldn't need it. But you know, why should you be losing stuff? It just seems really odd. Especially when you see these videos of people buying up lost parcels and things, and
and it's like, and surely if you can track a parcel, which apparently they you know, you can pay for tracking, and so you know where it is.
I think that one tracked automatically.
So why would you be losing and damaging parcels?
But I just can't wait for him to receive it, because we put it up on the grass out the front to take photos of it, because I'd slept in it once.
And I'd used it with some friends once.
So it was almost brand new, you know, it was in such good condition, and you know, I really hope that they get some really nice holidays out of that. Yeah. I really do.
Well, that'd be good. So.
But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about parcels and things, because I don't know if it's something that other people have problems with as well, but I know that I was getting really upset and stressed about it. Did you notice?
Did I notice? Yes, just a little bit. So anyway, so are we car boot selling tomorrow, or undecided?
Well,
I've got a lot to list here.
I think we should. It's a case of making hay while the sun shines, isn't it? Because
so where are we going to go tomorrow?
Probably the mega boot sale on the A23, which is opposite Hickstead Race.
So it's Sayers.
They call it
Sayers Common, and I keep putting it up as Hickstead because it's literally opposite Hickstead Showground. So if it's Hickstead Showground, surely that should be Hickstead. But Sayers Common,
I always thought that Sayers Common was further west than that.
Yeah, I thought Sayers Common was basically at. Well, I thought it was Shaves Fadge.
They used to do. The same people used to do two, and every week it would be in
alternate.
They'd alternate it between one or the other. And I always thought that the Sayers Common one was the one further west.
Yeah.
And that one was Hickstead.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
so anyway, whether we call it Hickstead or Sayers Common,
that's where we're likely to be.
That's where we're probably likely to be. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more films like this.
And ring the bell today if you want to see tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. We'll catch you on the next one.
Okay, bye.
Bye.